I'll always reply with this habang nasa quarantine pa tayo. What's so good about it? Pero medyo may good news naman. Pag-uusapan naman natin yung there's a little bit of good news. I hope there'll be more good news. But yeah, I gotta say we're happy that in spite of everything, ikaw malusog ka, mukhang nag-ahit ka na.
Mm-hmm.
Iba na yung background mo ngayon.
Yes.
Oo. Saan ka na ba ngayon? Nasa Siargao, nasa ano ka ba? LU, Balisin, saan ka ba ngayon?
Boracay tayo. Boracay
Wow,
team
okay.
Travel team. Pero nasa Laguna lang ako.
Okay. So
Laguna
coming to you
tayo.
live from the roof deck of the Shing in Bora. We wish. Shit. Bistado?
So, kamusta, Spanky? Welcome to all the people watching on the live stream and watching on the replay. You're watching the Manila Podcast with Anton and Spanky. This is our episode.
I don't know what episode is.
8.
Episode 8 since when? Basta, ewan ko. Alam mo, lumalabas yung last year, di ba? We started this podcast last year.
Yes, last year.
It comes out in my Facebook memory. So by this time last year, we were in episode 4 or something.
Oh, yes. So how's everything, Spanky? Anong pinagkakabalan mo?
Well, kanina nagwalis ako. Tapos yung mga, anong tawag sa cobweb sa kisame? Anong tawag sa Tagalog? Mga agyo, tinanggal ko. Yun yung highlight ng araw ko. Di ba? Those are my Saturday nights. Those are my Saturdays now. It's like so
kami
cool.
Kami isang araw, inayos namin. Linis rin kami. With the kids. At least kami may
so much fun. Kahapon, napuyat ako. Kasi it was the series finale of Captain America. Hindi na siya si Falcon. Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
And the Winter
Soldier. Did you watch it with your kids?
Yeah, of course. Every week. Yan ang
every Friday. So next week may Siapanks tayo. Sinong favorite ng kids ko? Si Bucky or si Falcon?
Siyempre, si Black Falcon that became Captain America.
Pero yan alam mo nung unang lumabas kasi I used to collect comics. I still have a lot of comics pero ngayon na siya. Acid-free plastic and cardboard backing. Nakatago sa taas para hindi siya mabasa, mabaha. And I remember my dad used to take us to kasi tiga Pampanga yung mami ko, di ba? And nagbagsakan ng comics sa Nepo Mart sa Dao. So every weekend when we'd go to Pampanga, ang pinaka-favorite namin gawain ng dad ko, kami ng brother ko, my dad, we'd go to Nepo. Then marami doon. Naalala mo, you remember where Susie's is now, no? Susie's Pasalubong?
Yes, of course.
Pare, yung linyang yun, that row, used to be all newsstands. Doon pinabagsak yung mga Playboy magazine, Penthouse magazine, Hustler magazine,
mga panahon
OUI magazine. Hindi. Kinukuha ko yun sa closet. Kunyari, papabili ng comics. Pero yung hinahanap ko talaga, uy, biglang may Hustler dito. May Penthouse. Bastos.
Wow.
Tapos ibigay ko sa daddy ko. Dad, baka gusto mo to.
Oo. Pero may renaissance ang Playboy ngayon eh. Naging NFT na ang Playboy. Non-fungible token. Nagpapabit sila ng mga they call NFTs.
So, we should talk about that. Dapat kami ni Richie pag-uusapan namin pero wholesome na si Richie ngayon. But
diba, yun nga ang point ng show na yun.
Binabato ko siya ni Rina. Medyo black and blue siya ngayon. Hindi siya magpapakita ngayon kasi kung anong nag-release siya. But I want to ask you more about that later. But tuloy ko rin yung kwento ko. So this was back in the day, and this is like the golden age of Marvel. So and all the GIs, the Air Force, kasi nasa Clark, di ba? Pag ayaw nila yung comics, pagkabasa nila, binibenta nila. And we would go through, oh
nice.
yeah, we would go through giant piles of comic books. We'd spend hours walking along the different stalls in Nepo and Dau. And that's how our comic collection grew. And I
Oh,
remember we would find vintage comics, and the very first appearance of Sam, what's his name? Sam Nash, diba?
Sam.
He was really called the Black Falcon in the comics.
Talaga.
Oh, kasi ano pa yun pare, medyo politically incorrect times pa nun, di ba? And
Mm.
now you can't say that anymore. So he was really called the Black Falcon until later on, when he got more and more popular, and Marvel became more and more politically correct, they decided to drop the Falcon. That's why itong mga bibisita siya sa parang ghetto, di ba?
Mhm.
People call, oh, you're the Black Falcon. That's really based on what his original name was in the comics. Yan ang trivia.
Ang
Oh.
galing So, nasa na yung mga comic books mo?
Nakatago sa taas.
Yun. Pati yung collection mo.
Yes. If I decide, we were computing kami ng brother ko. Ay, collection ko, ano yun? Nakay Richie.
Nakay Richie.
Nakay
Pare,
Richie.
pwede ibenta yan. Bid na yung mga matatagal na
You know what
edition.
what I still have that's more or less complete? FHM.
Wow.
Kasi I used to buy all of these magazines, di ba? Hindi pa tayo masyadong, not everyone had it was still the age of print. Di ba ngayon parang wala ng print, patay na talaga yung print. And I remember, FHM was the number one magazine in the country. In the country was FHM.
Pati social media, di ba?
Nalala mo si Diana Zubiri. Diana Zubiri is now married to an American, I think, but she's the one who really got popular because of FHM. I think I've thrown out most of my copies kasi hindi ko naman type yung mga Viva Hot Babes. But all the Diana Zubiri issues, they're here. So if anyone wants to buy them later on eBay or whatever, they're ready. Kasi tumataas yung value.
Tumataas yung value. So, wait, balik tayo sa Winter Soldier. So, did you like the ending?
Yeah. It was totally... There's a part there, without going too much into spoilers, there's a part there Captain America gives a speech, right? Outside. It's a very strong speech. And I was reading some of the comments on YouTube. Di ba mga YouTube geeks, pare? Palabas mo lang, may reaction video na sila. And they were saying it's heavy-handed, right? But that was necessary because it really encapsulates what the whole series is all about. Right? That's why gusto ko kasi it's not just your usual Ultron shit, hindi may mga Thanos shit. Pero talaga siyang ibig sabihin. It is real world. And it was also essential kasi si Captain America ganun magsalita eh. Sam was really doing a Captain America. Only Captain America could give a talk like that to inspire people and to talk all about all the realities of it. And he's always been like that. Di ba? Kaya bukas, dinownload ko yung my two favorite Marvel movies in the MCU. Alam mo, for a long time, ang number one favorite ko talaga was Winter Soldier. Because, di ba? Remember, si Robert Redford was there and Bucky was still very much a villain. But it was the most realistic, parang siyang boring identity movie, di ba? That's just how I felt when I watched it. Then I actually like Civil War more than Endgame.
Talaga?
You should
watch it again.
Yeah, you should watch it again. Just those two movies. Actually, start with the first Avenger. Yung trio na yun, it holds up really, really well. And given the fact that for so many people, ang reaction nila, this is my favorite Marvel shit ever, di ba? I like this more than any of them. But parang ganun din yung feeling ko eh, di ba? Parang gusto ko talaga yung nangyari. And it was, I don't know how they did it, given the pandemic. But all the special effects were IMAX quality. Ang galing. I was really blown away. And yung first 30 minutes ng episode kahapon, kasi 48 minutes lang yung episode.
Oo, tagal.
The first 30 minutes was just one long action sequence. Crazy.
Oo, galing. So my kids, yan ang every Friday na yan. So nag-start yan during WandaVision eh. So yun,
yeah.
WandaVision ngayon. And then Ito nga may mga end credits, di ba? So may end credits pala yung last 2 episodes. So
Yeah, so nakita mo
may
si Tita Sharon, ha? Tita Sharon, marami kang siya na secret, ha?
Oo nga. And then low-key na daw. So excited na yung mga boys.
Yeah. But what did your boys like better? WandaVision or Winter Soldier?
Medyo ano lang, I think they like watching itong Winter Soldier kasi of the labanan. But kasama namin si Rach eh. So si Rach mas gusto niya WandaVision, syempre.
Oo. But
Wait, ito
WandaVision
si Yugi. What do you like best? The
Yugs!
WandaVision or Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier. Say Winter Soldier.
You choose. Winter Soldier because he said it's the longest.
Hindi naman si Yugi yan, si Rach eh. Ano kamakanya ni Rach si Yugi? Oh my God.
Yeah. He's big na. And yun, those are our movie dates now. Watching this.
So you have to, no? So I suggest kung every Friday, it's gonna take a few more weeks before we see Loki. Yun ang gawin mo. Magano ka, next week, mag-first Avenger ka sa Friday para may wala kayo si Panks, tapos Winter Soldier, tapos Civil War. And then you can move on na. Then you can watch ano na. But those are, I don't know man, I'm such a fan of Captain America.
Yeah.
Ito pa lang, last na lang bago tayo mag-move on. Alam mo ba yung dahil kay Captain America, parang nahilig ako sa boots.
Sa boots? Talaga? So may collection
yung boots ni Captain America, yung parang pirate boots yung naka-fold. Exactly like that. My whole childhood, I wanted those boots. Then one time, my mom took us to vacation sa States, walking around sa mall, somewhere in San Francisco, siguro sa Serramonte. Pucha, pagkatingin sa shoe store, there it was. That exact same Captain America boots.
And then
I bought it. Tapos ano po ito? Gamusa. Of course, it wasn't red. It was brown. Pare, I think my whole...
I cannot imagine.
Wala. Pinapasok pa yung jeans ko doon sa boots. Naging notorious nung college ako sa UST. Ba't ka naka-boots? Kung mag-boots, anong pakialam mo? Diba? Pero feeling ko, pag naglalakad ako si Captain America. Oh, man.
Ay, nako.
Oh, man. I wish I'd kept those boots. I'll look for a picture. I'm sure I have a picture.
Baka may picture ka. Yeah.
Because I wore those boots so often back in the day. Kahit pag nanliligaw ako, sinusot ko yung boots na yun. Wala akong pakita. Then yung mga liniligaw ko, weirdo. Pero sinasagot nila ako kasi parang si Bucky. Marami akong issues. Pero galing ni Bucky, that guy is
galing.
Yeah.
Oh, may humihirit.
Sino yung nagsalita? Si nandiyan ba si Wanda? Hi, Wanda.
Hi.
Si Wanda Diaz. Si Wanda Diaz. Tapos yun na, di ba yung Wanda Diaz talaga. Parang wow, ayun si Yugi. Si Yugi talaga. Pero ikaw, Wanda Diaz, anong mas gusto mo kay Bucky? Long hair or short hair?
Parang, sorry, hindi ko ata napanood yung long hair, pero okay na siya ngayon.
Sa Winter Soldier, long hair siya.
Hindi. Oo nga, sabi ko nga sa mga bata, manood ulit kami kasi can't relate sa mga ibang sa mga ibang topics na sabi ko, manood ulit kami. Before kasi hindi ako nanonood with them eh.
No, but I think you just watch yun, Winter Soldier, Civil War, and because the key characters there are Sharon and Bucky and Sam and then Steve. So and then for the
Sharon, nagagandaan ako kay Sharon.
Crush na crush ko yun, Sharon Carter. Mariosa. Lalo na ngayon, bad girl na si Sharon Carter. Oh my God. Love her. Yeah.
Ganda. Cute.
Dapat siya may sarili may show.
Oo. Baka next na. Okay, game. Next. Ano bang mga hottest topic natin ngayon before we go to
well, we have to give a lot of credit and we have to laud and praise si Patreng. 'Di ba? Si Patreng siya yung nag-umpisa ng ng community pantry. And it just blew up out of nowhere, di ba? Kasi ano yan eh, yung mami ni Patreng is a Facebook friend of mine. And I'm not
Okay.
sure if I met Zina in person already, but palagi may nag-uusap kasi kami, medyo aktivista kami ng mami niya. Yung mga grupo namin, di ba? And so we have the same, it's not necessarily politics, but we want the same thing for the Philippines. Di ba? Parang nagtataka, ba't ito yung Pilipinas ngayon, di ba? But parang nag-ibang ibig tayo sa ating minimithi dati. Then apparently, si Patreng, minana niya yun. So, she really was a reflection of what her mom's hopes and dreams for the Philippines are, aspirations. And out of the blue, di ba? Kasi wala naman, alam mo, zero. Wala nag-iisip niyan eh. Di ba? Wala talaga. Not a mayor, not a congressman, not a senator, no executive. And I think she thought of that kasi nung nag-umpisa yung ECQ ulit 1 month ago, sabi ng gobyerno, may ayuda ulit tayo, di ba? We have, but nothing came out of it. Nothing. So people have been really having a hard, difficult, almost impossible time. And then this, how old is Patreng? I think Patreng is like 24, maybe. She's very young, right? Maybe definitely not 30. And she was I remember the first day kasi ka-friend ko yung mami niya. Nag-post na lang bigla yung mami niya. Uy, meron ano dito, community pantry dito sa Baginhawa. Ito sa almost an innocuous post. Parang announcement lang. Nag-post lang siya. Yung kawayan lang na table, yun lang. Tapos yung karatula naka-print sa and those are very good lines. So, yung magbigay, kumuha ayon sa kakayahan at magbigay something. But it's a beautifully phrased 2 sentences in Filipino. And then it blew up the next day. Right? And I would like to take credit. You can find it in my Facebook post. Sinabi ko na kagad, 5 minutes after I saw that, yung community pantry, sinabi ko na, hoy, mamang pulis na matulis. Hindi po Communist Party yan, ha? Alam ko na yun yung mangyayari eh. Alam mo, joke siya, pero at the back of my mind, sabi, these freaks. That's all they're gonna do. They're just gonna red tag her again because of this. Yun ang nangyayari.
Oo nga.
Diba? But now, well, no effect, you know. You can splash paint on someone, but she was just a human sinner. So she just all fell off. Wala eh. You red tag, you're stupid. Sabi nga niya, ganito sinabi ni Mayor Nancy Binay, sabi niya, yung masama bang tumulong ngayon? Diba? Anong masama siyang tumulong? Tapos she really directly addressed that crazy cop who just red tags everyone. Ikaw, anong ambag mo? And that should be the question. Anong ambag mo? May ginawa ka ba? Yung si Batoy, anong ambag mo? Di ba? But we should be like that. You know, here's a shining example of a lady, a young woman who just did something that's really in many ways changing the way we're looking at things now. Parang biglang nagkapag-asa. Di ba? Mahirap para sa hindi siya mayaman, ha? Hindi siya mayaman. Kwento ko lang para sa lalo na yung mga nakikinig na galing sa Ateneo High School. Sa Ateneo High School, mula nung, I think, 1970s, si Father James O'Brien, nagtayo siya ng program called Tulong Dulong. And Tulong Dulong, or TD, is a program where all high school seniors, from our time up to now, bababa kami, literally, down from the hill, yung kanta ng Ateneo, di ba? From Loyola Heights, bababa sa lahat ng public school ng Marikina. And once a week, we would teach 2 subjects, English and math, to the high school kids, to selected high school kids. Grade school kids, grade 5, grade 6. Sa lahat, ay nagturo tayo sa Barangka, sa Marikina, sa tabi ng Loyola Memorial. And Patreng was a TD kid. Yeah, and her teacher back in 2006 nag-post sa Atenista group, sabi, pinost niya nagsumulat si Patreng, yung batang-bata, grade 5. Sabi niya, before in English, I said, I didn't like English and math before, but after you started coming down and teaching me, it's now those are my 2 favorite subjects, English and math. Then she signed it Patricia. So, and that guy, I think Mark something from Ateneo, kept it. And they were able to get in touch with him. And he's so proud, parang his heart is bursting. Diba? Kasi you'll never know. You never know what seeds you plant. And and apparently they were able to convey something. And of course, Patreng's mom and her sister. And even nakita mo yun? Nag-fundraising sila. Di ba? They've, I think, siguro mabot na yata siguro almost $20,000 na yung na-raise nila. And we'd like to thank my favorite guy, Erwan Yusuf. Which si Erwan nag-donate ng $1,000. Dollars, ha? Di ba?
Oo.
Galing talaga. Beautiful. Tapos si Badoy sabi, pakitan no, ha? Din sa mga lahat ng nag-donate, ha? Ano bang saan napupunta yan? You know, that's how I hear. Ridiculous person. Puta, nagtutulong yung mga tao. Sasabihin mo, yung PayPal, i-audit po nyeta. Baliw. Crazy shit, man. But yeah, hats off to Patreng. Cheers. And there's just so many community pantries now all over the Philippines.
It inspired the movement on community pantries.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a movement now. Diba? Ikaw magtayo ka dyan sa Boracay. Nasa ka ba ngayon?
Sa Laguna. Oo nga eh. Galing nga ng concept na yun eh.
Yeah, but if you can't, kasi some people naman don't live in places where you will need a community pantry. Let's face it. If you live in a high-rise, if you live in a condo, if you live in BGC, for example, or you live in an affluent gated community, if you cannot give in your community, then by all means, there's a PayPal, okay, where you can donate. And you can take a drive, or you can talk to certain people who can go on your behalf and just donate on your behalf. Diba? So, punta kayo. Diba? Naka-aircon naman kayo. Wala naman traffic ngayon. And find a way to donate. And if you don't have to go to Marginhawa. You can set up your own.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But do it. Because people are so very needy up to now. Parang mahirap talaga. Wala naman.
Grabe.
Diba? Wala pang trabaho karamihan ng tao.
Oo. Tsaka haba ng pila dun sa community pantry na yun. No? Ano ba yung ginagawa ng local government?
She was harassed. So the pantry had to close for one day. And kasi tinatanong ng mga pulis kinakausap siya ng mga pulis. And natin the friendly policeman way, tinatanong yung number, tigasan ka ba? Sino ba mga kasama mo dito? Sino ba nagdo-donate dito? Pati yun, di ba? But it was like, you know you know when you're being intimidated. You know when there's a subtle threat. Alam mo yun di ba? Hindi ka lang kinakamusta. But hinihingi yung mobile number mo? Ba't alam yung mga address mo? Di ba? There's an implied something there. And to her credit, Mayor Joy Belmonte acted really fast. Di ba? That very same day, siyang mismo ang sumalubong at kumausap sa mga police at kay Patreng to reassure that, whatever happens, I'll take care of you. And kasi yung DILG, yung barangay captain na DILG ngayon, sabi, kailangan may permit dyan. Ha? Sabi ng mga, ang galing ng mga mayor naman sabi, ulul ka ba? Hindi kailangan. Sa amin, walang kailangan na permit dyan, di ba? Tumutulong lang yun Si Mayor Vico, sabi niya, ang kailangan lang, mag-social distancing. Anong permit? Nagtutulungan tayo, di ba? Pag-social distancing tayo, naka-mask, naka-shield. Yun lang. Huwag kayo magnakaw ng isang tray ng itlog kung mag-isa ka lang. Nakita mo yun? Di ba? Pero habo. Yun nga. But yun nga, dahil sometimes you have to shame people, di ba? Naging meme siya. Tapos parang yung barangay captain, barangay Tanod 2 weeks ago, di ba? Yung sa Gulugaw. But sometimes you have to gently shame people because if you don't do that, gagayahin. So to the lady who grabbed all the trays of eggs, sana masarap ang leche flan mo. Sana donate yung leche flan mo, ibalik mo sa community pantry. Diba? Hi Tito Ed. Si Tito Ed, na-vaccinate na kasi yan.
Na-vaccinate na yan?
One job na yan. Nag-flex pa, pare. Nag-flex siya. Nakaganon yung muscle niya.
Gumapo na siya. Sa power more.
Ikaw ba? Naka one job ka na?
Hindi pa umabot sa Laguna. Wala pa.
Hindi kasi bata ka pa. Wala ka. Di ka pa naman singer, di ba? Yeah, I'm
Ay,
hoping to get
workout photo daw yun. Workout photo? Ano ba?
Oh.
Yun naman pala.
No, I'm so flattered this year because influencer yan. Daming ano yun. Pare, magsuot siya ng salamin. Nabibenta yung salamin. Magsuot siya
Talaga.
ng Uniqlo. Pare, sold out sa Uniqlo.
Grabe yung Uniqlo niya, no?
Grabe yan.
Ano? Hindi
Uniqlo
lang pala, ano.
pinapakita niya yung biceps niya. Pare. Si Tito Ed Bugia.
Wala pa daw. Wala pa siyang job street.
Naka-job si mommy at daddy ni Ed. You know why? You know why I thought it was Ed? Because his dad looked so young. Remember during the wedding? Pero yung daddy niya bagets eh. Di ba? Hindi siya mukhang daddy ni Ed Bugia. Mukha siyang kuya.
Oh, sarap ng cheese spread yun eh. Si Queso.
Oh,
City.
yeah!
Si Queso City.
Ay,
Pinakita niya ang hita niya sa Uniqlo. Oh, grabe nga.
Ang hita lang. Wag mo nang itaas yung shorts mo. Tama na yan. Ano na yan? Rated R na yan. Para ka na si Machete.
Anyway, let's close. Congratulations and sana, we continue to help. Kasi mas mahirap yung 2021, no? Especially for a lot of people, especially our industry also. Sabi nga ng mga nakausap ko, 2020 was go pa sila, but 2021 ibang klase daw talaga. Kasi nga
2020 kasi may baon ka pa from 2019.
Yes,
2019 was a banner year. I'm speaking on behalf of restaurants and I think for many other industries as well. So marami ka pang ipon. That's dissipated by now. And what's happening is right now you're surviving on two things. No, you're surviving if you have al fresco dining. You're very lucky that you have a smattering. Although hindi masyado dito, konting-konti lumalabas. Mas konti yan kaysa nung August after the 2-week breathing space na sinabi nila Dr. Lufort. Mas konti lumalabas ngayon. And second, a lot of us are surviving mainly on deliveries and takeout. So nagkalaban na naman kasi lumabas na naman yung mga home delivery, yung home business. It's a cycle, di ba? So before nawala na sila, they're too busy now. So now nagsulputan na naman sila. So all of a sudden the peso share of the restaurants nahati na naman kasi gusto mong bumili sa ganito, ganyan. Kahit ano, ikaw, nag-order ka ba? Kamusta sa inyo?
Pag umaabot sa Laguna, yun. Pag umaabot sa Laguna yung delivery, we support as many as we can. Pero hindi kasi lahat umabot na Laguna or it won't survive the travel.
Ako parang I find myself buying more now.
Buying more. May question ako sa'yo. So, are there a lot more restaurants closing this year than last year? And or are there ano bang nangyari?
That's a very difficult question. Kausap ko si Raymond Magdaluyo, di ba? Red Crab, Wolf Crabs.
Kamusta?
And we very much feel that May 1 will be critical for everyone in the industry. Kasi by May 1, pag hindi pa bayagan mag-dine in kahit konti, kahit 25-30%, will have been closed for a month and a half already. So all the momentum that was gained from Christmas to Chinese New Year, Valentine's. Kasi nung February, ang ganda na some restaurants were reaching levels, maybe 75% of what they had in 2019, no? So, tuwa na. I'm very optimistic na yung mga discussion. Then yung bigla, parang the door slammed in your face again. But it'll all be predicated on the number of cases because it's all about confidence now and safety. But sa Laguna ba bumababa na yung cases nyo? Nakikita mo ba bumababa?
Hindi, lumalaki. Dumadami nga dito kasi ang mas dumadami talaga yung yung mga asymptomatic and then the people who are going out. And a lot of the cases now, ganun yung story, di ba? Lumabas lang yung tao, pagbalik sa bahay, infects the whole family. So last year, like in our community, nasa San Pedro area, Dati wala mga masyadong COVID dito, siguro mga 4 or 5 people lang or 5 families. Ngayon ang dami na, 10, 15. Then you don't know nasan sila. Although, ang maganda lang with a setup like this, syempre, social distancing pa rin. I mean, parang small village. So, hindi naman nagko-congregate in one place, no? So, pero ang dami na. And dumadami lalo in Laguna. So, kaya a lot of people hindi na rin talaga lumalabas. Dati, yung mga kapitbahay namin, lumalabas-labas pa yan. Wala na talagang lumalabas. And it becomes very difficult, especially with the vaccine, no? Especially once na isang vaccine ka na, first jab. Mahirap yun kasi pwede kang magka-COVID pa after that, di ba? Or kung hindi ka magka-COVID kasi you carry some of the dead cells, you can be a carrier. So, and then yung latest, di ba, ilan naman? 8,000, parang 8,000 pa rin per day.
No, I mean, look, today was at 9,000 something. But 2 weeks ago, we're 12,000. So, pababa. We're at 75% for we are. So, I'd rather look at that. But then you have so many more recoveries. And I think people are scared straight now. They're more disciplined now as far as that goes. But we need more education as far as vaccines are concerned.
Vaccines, yes.
Before, the main issue of many people was, and this harks back to what happened because of Dengvaxia, di ba? Yung kagaguhan nila sa Dengvaxia or the fake news about it really scared a lot of people. And I cannot blame them also. If you don't have access to real news and you just have access to fake shit, matatakot ka talaga, di ba? So, slowly but surely, we're turning the tide as far as fears of the vaccination are concerned. Now, to your point, when you're saying that the first jab doesn't give you immunity. Actually, after the first jab, magtago ka nga lalo muna, di ba? Kasi hindi ka, it will give you a false sense of confidence. And even after you get your second jab, I was reading something written by one of my doctor friends. It'll take around 2 weeks before your body can build up all the antibodies, diba? So, tago-tago muna tayo. Or if you have to go out safely. That's what we're saying. But all the mayors are saying you have to balance the business side with the safety side, the economy with the health of the people. That's true. And what we want to do now, speaking on behalf of Fresco PH, is to encourage people, if you can't go out, if you don't want to go out, we fully understand that. But we are asking for your support. In the same way, and hindi na kami magpapakyu dito, dahil hirap na hirap yung kami sa restaurants. So, parang community pantry lang yan. Tumulong ka rin. Diba? If you have spare money na 100 pesos, mag-order ka. Kahit konti, kahit 200 pesos lang. Every peso, every centavo counts. Diba? Because para many of the restaurants now, they're open not necessarily because they want to serve food and operate usually. Kasi, let's face it, it's a very different condition now.
Mm-hmm.
But they're opening to provide employment, to keep the life cycle going. And that's it. You talk to 80-90% of the restaurateurs, yun ang sasabihin, ba't ka nagbukas? Kumikita ka? Hindi. Ba't ka nakabukas? Para yung mga tao ko. Paano sila mabubuhay? Paano yung mga pamilya nila? We're at that situation now. So anything you can order from a restaurant, regardless, di ba? Kaya multinational, kaya fast food, kaya maliit sa kanto, karinderya, order something. If you have some disposable cash, go. Di ba? Yun ang sasabi nga ni Senator na, anong ambag mo? Yun na yung ambag mo.
Anong ambag mo?
Hindi mo nararamdaman, ha? Hindi mo alam, hindi mo namamalayan. Pero yung mag-order ka lang ng isang sushi bake, parang nakakatulong ka. Corny man sabihin, pero yun talaga yun. Walang iba. Kaya ako, kahit di ko gusto. Pag may mag-offer.
Naman.
Maganda yun. May kilala ko sa Instagram. Pare, hot chick.
Oo. Yan na naman.
Tapos bigla siya nag-bake ng chocolate chip cookies.
Yon.
Di PM ako. HM po. How much po? Tapos tinuruan ko siya ng pricing. Paano mag-costing, di ba?
Aba.
Then nag-order ako. Medyo sabi ko, I think you should put more Belgian chocolate chips here. The ratio of butter, sugar, and I order from her. I order not not only because of I'm helping the economy, but she's
Para kayong friend natin si Peter eh.
Peter. Ano naman sinasabi ni Peter?
Lahat ng mga magaganda lang ino-orderan niya.
Ah. Ay, kamusta ka na sa kaibigan ko si Jojo? Sabi niya, meron siyang, alam mo minsan, ito na, balik na tayo minsan kailangan mo lumabas eh. Kasi you have to live life, your semblance of life, right? And si kahit sabi niya, si Jojo is one of my good friends from my corporate days. Sabay kami sa STI noong unang panahon.
Ano sabi
And
niyo?
pumunta sila, umabot sila sa Pila, Laguna yan. Pila, Laguna. Saan ba yung Pila?
Pila, layo nun, no?
Oo nga, parang lang. Tingnan mo dito si Jojo, parang. Oo. Di ba? So, then sila kanina, sila Kat, tsaka si Luke. Ay, Kat, si Luke. Si Dexter. Si Kat at si Dexter. Sa sobra, kasi nakatira sila sa condo eh, parang.
Oo, hirap naman sa condo.
Halos eh, di ba? Hirap sa condo ngayon eh. They drove away to Tagaytay, and I think breakfast at Antonio's, put all their tables outside.
Yes.
And if you're familiar with breakfast at Antonio's, they have a nice garden, a field almost, overlooking the ridge. All the tables are there. So,
nice.
Yeah. And ang ganda.
Pero may much awaited opening sa Tagaytay. The Rain Tree Group is opening a restaurant in Nurture Spa.
Sina Kalel.
The Rain Tree Group. They're opening an outdoor healthy I don't know, hindi ko alam, parang feel good restaurant or something. Basta it's in Nurture Wellness Village. Of course, healthy food outdoors. Ang ganda. I mean, it's really designed for outdoor dining and healthy, diba? Immune boosting food siguro. But it was interesting is Raintree running it in partnership with the Nurture Spa, our friends sila Cathy. So yun, we're excited for that.
Ganda
kasi,
na. Sabi nga ni Mandalorian, pare, this is the way. If you're going to put up a restaurant or if you're going to pivot in the next few months, the priority should really have some semblance, no matter if it's just one table of outdoor dining. Diba? Kailangan eh. I'll give you an example, a very, very concrete example. Jade Garden is the very first fine dining Chinese restaurant in the Philippines since 1980. Diba? Okay. Kasi marketing nila sila Bong. They opened in 1980. And, they've been doing very well. But it's a fine dining, 5-star restaurant. So, mahal siya. Diba? I mean, if your specialty is roast suckling pig, you're not a cheap restaurant. But what they did was, since no one can enter our beautiful restaurant, they put up tables right there sa labas ng restaurant nila. Di ba yung restaurant nila, kanto ng Landmark at saka harap ng Raffles sa Makati, sa Glorieta. So may mga lamesa doon ngayon, yung Jade Garden. And thankfully, people are going. I mean, pa-konti-konti, no? But they are going. And I told one of the owners, sabi ko, alam mo tama yan eh. Kasi kahit konti yung kumain siya, alam nila bukas kayo. The mere fact that you have tables here is an indication that you're open for business, and even if they don't want to eat there out in the sun in al fresco, they can order. So sabi ko, use it as a marketing tool for you na rin. So parang may bagagandang table, may tablecloth. It's like set up upstairs. But that's what you have to do. You really have to think of innovative ways to market your restaurant and to make sure that the public remembers that you're there. Kasi, how else can you do it? Social media can only do so much.
Oo. Yes. Huh? Kailangan talaga ng outdoor talaga. Kasi, maraming taong takot na rin talaga. So,
Pero, ikaw, what's your fear level? Ikaw, alam ko, di ka lumalabas because your parents are there, your kids, of course, and of course, Rich.
Ang strategy kasi namin is, the vaccine is intended to, for your, para mag-react yung immune system mo, di ba, sa COVID. So, what we're trying to do is really improve our immune system. Parang gano'n. So, improving your gut health, ganyan, and then sleeping early, or getting more vitamin D. So just ano lang, vitamin D. A lot of people were saying, get vitamin D, di ba? Usually yan, vitamin C, zinc, tsaka vitamin D. Now, yung vitamin D, lagi naman kami lumalabas na everyday, no? And then, so, nagpa-check kami ng vitamin D level. Sobrang mababa. Yun, lumalabas na kami everyday.
Vitamin D levels.
Yeah. So, may mga test may mga lab test ng vitamin D. And
so
then, na-realize na sobrang bahaba pala nung vitamin D levels. So, sometimes you really have to supplement it with, vitamin D capsules, di ba? And still go out because you wanted to increase our vitamin D levels, ganyan.
By going out, clarify, under the sun.
Under the sun. Under the sun. Kasi buti kami dito sa Laguna, pwede kami lumabas, di ba? Meron kami parang roof deck na pwede kami lumabas noon, magbilad-bilad ng konti. So yun, for us kasi, we live kasi with our parents And lahat nung stories, you've heard all the stories, all our friends, close friends na, di ba? All their parents were infected. Kasi nga, may lumabas lang, tapos pagbalik, nahawa na lahat. or may story nga kami dun sa BCBP community namin, yung family nila, yung katulong nila, umuubo na, nagluluto pa. Tapos, nawala na pala ng panlasa, tumawag doon sa mga kamag-anak ko, nawala na nga panlasa ko, pero parang normal lang. What I mean is, it's either hindi nila may COVID sila or binabaliwala lang nila. But this particular person, okay rin kasi, your mental game is very important
Sa Mike niya,
wala siyang COVID. Matanda na to wala siyang COVID. Pero nag-test positive kahit yung nag-test positive sa mind niya, wala ang COVID. Alam mo, nag-survive talaga siya kasi very important sabi ko nga, it's really very important, it's a mental game din But syempre, there are a lot of people na hindi di ba? Hindi nila volunteer na positive sila or nawala na sila panlasa. So, ang hirap din. And that's actually contributing to all the fear around it. Kasi technically, hindi mo na talaga alam kung sino meron. Especially with the vaccine pa. Yung mga naka-first job, di ba? Because they can carry it So, I think it will be for a while. But at least, I think yung latest, the numbers in NCR is going down. Mas kinakabahan ako kasi pumupuntang Laguna yung mas madami.
Kasi parang they're escaping the city and going to the provinces and taking it with them.
Yes, exactly. And sa NCR, it's going down. So, could be possible by May 1, it could be GCQ kasi nga ang baba ng NCR. But, di ba, even yung some of the UN reports, it's spreading in the provinces because sobrang nakakahawa and then wala masyadong di ba?
Protocols,
Hindi kasi naman, I could not blame also kasi last year naman, yung first lockdown, dito nga sa street namin, 5 lang. Di ba? So, parang kampante. Ngayon, ang dami. So, ganun nangyayari din sa mga provinces. So, kaya on our end, hindi kami lumalabas kasi pumupunta nga dito sa area namin. And then sa NCR, at least, bumababa na. So, but we need the restaurants kasi, and especially the hotels also, to operate. Kasi you need the jobs. You need the jobs to continue. Imagine mo kung mag-close lahat, anong mangyayari dun sa mga jobs? Wala. Kakaroon tayo incentives, di ba?
Nalulungkot ako kasi madalas ako sa Makati, di ba? I either have some meetings there or I have some clients there. And hindi naman lahat pwedeng Zoom kasi yung mga tinutulungan ko restaurant But every day, every time I go to Makati, I pass by Makati Siang and it just breaks my heart, Kasi nung galing ka sa Makati Avenue, nung galing ka sa Yala, tingin ka sa kaliwa, tingin ka sa kanan. It's been an iconic part of the skyline of Makati for 30 years. And you, me, and all our friends have so many memories in Makati Siang. And, you just see it there. It's empty. And who would have expected that to happen, diba? And we have so many friends who work there, so many special occasions. And yun yung pinagdadasal ko kasi lalong-lalo sa hotels, 'di ba? Wala ka talagang income, 'di ba? Where will you get revenues? Walang events, wala kang bookings, wala kang staycations, 'di ba? And
Yes.
right now, restaurants are closed. But although Marriott to has a really good program, the whole drive-in ng Marriott Hotel ginawa nilang fresco restaurants, 'di ba?
Al fresco dining, nice.
Dami sa market. Sila Godfrey yung tumira nun eh. Parang all the restaurants in the area are outside now. And
Nice.
but it's a start, you know. So ako lang, yun ang sinasabi ko palagi. We can't give up. We can't just surrender. We have to fight, and I'm really fighting not just for the restaurant industry, but lahat naman eh, di ba? Pati yung mga kaibigan natin sa hotels. Kasi attached naman tayo sa hotels eh.
So,
And
may kwento ko dun sa Boracay, no? But I'll pull up one comment muna. Belpac said, doctors have said the vaccines are there to prevent severe effects of COVID. Correct, yeah. Does not protect one.
Correct.
Yun naman rin yung, I think, all of this, parang you wanted COVID to be flu na hindi deadly, di ba? With all these vaccines and stuff. So, but going back to Boracay, no? Grabe yung nangyari talaga sa Boracay. Kasi sa Boracay, the entire island was almost fully booked during the Holy Week, ha?
I
And
know.
makakabawi na sila. Kasi they had a good run in December. After December, wala. And then, Holy Week, di ba? They're so excited. And then, it got canceled. Everything got canceled until now. So, and then, at the same time, nagkaroon sila ng spreader, no? Big spreader event kasi may isang nagparty sa Valhalla and then lahat ng mga nag-attend talagang although mild naman yung mga cases.
What's Valhalla? Parang di ko na alam yung mga
hindi mo na alam. Huwag mo na alam. Basta sa party place.
Alam ko pa sa Boracay. Parang alam ko na sa Boracay. Basura. Basura at beachcomber.
Wala na mga Valhalla, Ombar, ganyan.
So anyway, oh my God.
Maganda naman. At least maganda yung how the Boracay LGU handled it. They were ang galing ng tracing doon. So, but I wanted to bring up Boracay kasi there are a lot of destinations that are dependent on NCR na kailangan ng people to fly out, no? I think so sa MECQ hindi pa pwede, di ba? Sa GCQ pwede ba? Parang hindi pa rin yata, parang ginawang MECQ eh. Parang MGCQ pa pwede mag-fly. So, there are a lot of these destinations na they're just relying on tourism from the Manila itself. So, sobrang affected din mga yun.
Ay, Anton, let's greet Barbie. She's listening.
Hi!
Our famous chef friend, Barbs. Pwede na, mag-imbita ka ulit. Ang pinaka-favorite ko yan siya. Pinaka-magaling na magluto gumawa ng sushi.
Oo.
Barbie. Anong pangalan? Happy Gourmet ba? Ano yung pangalan mo, si Barbs?
Ano ba?
The Beautiful Gourmet.
Bambi's Gourmet Kitchen.
Bambi's Gourmet Kitchen, yeah. And then, si Luis, Mommy Practicality, is also listening now. And Luis is just getting over COVID. Nagka-COVID siya. And then she had to, very, very lucky she had very mild symptoms, but she had to isolate. And, she's very close to her kids, Maki, her husband, of course, and her 3 boys. And you're literally in the same house, but you can't see each other for weeks, for 2 weeks. But yeah, Luis, happy to see that you're doing very well now. And I can't wait to see you guys outside for some ice cream. Dami. Parang we have a rock your world talaga because we've had common friends tayong dalawa, Anton, who've been struck by COVID the past 3 weeks, no? And very thankfully that they're doing okay.
Yes.
But it just goes to show what you said earlier na it's really hitting close to home. Kaya as much as possible, kung kaya mo mag-ingat ka. Kung kaya mo di lumabas, huwag ka lumabas. Pero kung kailangan mo talaga lumabas, you just take all the necessary precautions, di ba?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we can't stop living. Tama yung sinabi mo. A part of it's a mental game. If you feel that I'm just here, I'm locked down, there's no hope for me, and your body, your brain just starts to get down, diba? and you start to lose your spark, your joy de vivre, and all of these things. So kailangan very positive pa yung output mo.
Yes, oo.
Can you give any advice on how to keep a positive mindset, optimistic, given all of these developments? Ikaw, what's your secret?
Ako, I think, and that's why we're doing these conversations like this, diba? Parang, we need to have these kinds of conversations and parang connections with family and friends. So you wanted to spend more time. Kasi very important yung yung relationships. And then at the same time, talking more positively about what's happening in the industry. And then we wanted to look more, hindi naman, I mean, madami na rin nangyari ng mga online, for example, mga things that we can do. Alam mo, we love kasi Broadway theater Diba? Last year,
I know.
affected. But this year, ang dami na nila nag-go online ngayon. Rock of Ages will go online.
Is it local or Broadway?
No, here, local. The Rock of Ages.
Wow.
So, yeah, they're going online, limited Zoom sessions. And then, the Ateneo Theater Group also is going online. Parang Zoom theater format. They adapted the format. So,
Pero may bayad yun.
Oh yeah, may ba? Usually the fee is 150, 100.
Okay.
So I mean, okay naman. So those are experiences that at least you can still connect. Kasi ang mahirap kasi Spanks, if you're alone lang alam mo yun, if you're just alone.
And then social media. Sabi ni Rina, asawa ni Richie, plantito ka na pala. Plantito, Anton!
Yan, animo yan. Animo friends.
Tapos sabi ni Chef Barbie, meron daw siya bagong stock ng toro galing sa Japan. Hi, Barbs.
Hi.
Daming comments, Oo. Pati si Andre, anak ni Erica Di Jazz. Bata pa na. Hi, Andre.
Hi, hello.
Andre's a really good drummer. Ano yun? Dapat, kamusta yung, alam mo, they're so proud. Si Jazz was just saying kanina, how happy she is that her sons are studying in Don Bosco.
Oh, bakit? Yes!
Para yung mga Salesian ba ang Don Bosco? Salesian, di ba?
Yes, Salesian.
One of my uncles is Salesian priest. And iba yung may mentoring Alam mo yun? I can feel that. And the bonds are very strong. Diba? Tsaka iba yung training sa Don Bosco.
May technical background. So shout out to all the Bosconians out there.
Saan ka ba nagbondos? Anong campus
Makati.
All my cousins, all my uncles are from DBA in Bacolod, Pampanga.
Okay.
Yeah. Nagbukas na ulit Tapos kailan nagka-COVID di ba? For a while, ano ba nangyari? Nalahar yung campus ng Don Bosco Academies. And then they had to move their campus, I think, to Angeles or Tao for a while. And they just recently reopened a couple of school years ago. But it's I'm really glad, And dito sa Makati, nung corporate pa ako, nagtatrabaho kami sa Legazpi Village, gustong-gusto ko nagsisimba sa Don Bosco. Bakit? Unang-una, parang galing mag-homely ng mga Salesian, Brad, nung pare.
Galing,
Alam mo, I choose my mass, where I hear mass, on the basis of how well a homily is delivered and how current it is, how it affects me. And whenever I go to Don Bosco, Makati, sa simbahan doon, pare, winner palagi.
May ano yan may iconic na priest doon na sinusundan ng lahat. Ang pangalan niya, pinakamagaling mag-sermon na Salesian.
Talaga?
Father Armand Roblesa. Sobrang galing.
He's still there.
During the Holy Week, yung retreat ni Father Armand, ang galing. He based the retreat on the Our Father, no? But pinag-aralan niyo yung Aramaic and Hebrew. Hebrew, the actual meaning. Ayun yung reflection, the Aramaic and the Hebrew. Sabi ko, galing Yun,
alam mo sinong consultant niya? Alam mo sino marunong mag-Aramaic?
Sino?
Si Enrile. Nakita mo yun, yung meme, di ba? Sabi ni Enrile. Totoo sa meme, Nandun nga ako nung unang community pantry. Buhay na ako nun eh.
Boy,
Bigla na lang, may naglabas sa 5 isda at saka 2 tinapay. Yun, really. Immortal si Enrile talaga. Kaya marunong siya mag-Aramaic yan, mga Latin, Babylonian, Sumerian. Alam natin, John Ponce Enrile yan.
Yung meron nga kami panonorin with the kids eh. Sisimulan namin yung Bench Jesus series, di ba?
Okay, I would love to say yes, pero hindi. Ay sabi ni Christina Marco Polo, sabi niya, ang pinakamagandang benefit pag magsisimba sa Don Bosco, aircon. Tsaka malakas yung aircon sa Don Bosco, at tsaka maraming electric fan.
Technical school yun, dapat lang.
Oo, ganda. The best, alam mo, sa Don Bosco.
The best acoustic, pare. Ang galing ng acoustic ng church na yun. Chef, dapat lang technical school eh.
So, and I can confidently go and hear mass or attend the wedding in Don Bosco wearing a suit and a tie. Kasi alam ko, di ako papawisan. Tried and tested yan. Kasi ang daming ventilation, yung electric fan, yung aircon. Sa Manila Cathedral, walang electric fan. So, papawisan ka pa.
Oo.
So, pagkakasal na ako, Don Bosco, sali ko sa shortlist ko ng simbahan.
Oo, isama mo. Yeah. Tsaka Salesian. Yung pala, yung Bench Jesus series, The Chosen, Season 2.
Nasaan yan? Sa YouTube or the-download ko?
YouTube, Facebook na Magaling yan, The Chosen.
Is this the same one that you watch every Holy Week?
Oo, yung last year, di ba?
Yeah. I remember that.
That's Season 1. And then they raised money for until Season 8 na. Season 9 na yata sila. So, ang galing kasi this is Season 2. So, the story of Jesus talaga from the time na ni-recruit niya yung mga disciples. And yung mga Season 8 or 9 siguro, that's the crucifixion. So, just imagine. Wow, ang ganda siguro na that entire series.
Alam mo ba ako when I watch your next programs, dapat nasa framework mo na tama. Anong hashtag?
Bench Jesus. Yun.
Wow, that's great, man. That's really
great.
Good. Oh.
So yun, but we'll watch it with the fam. So,
sige, hintayin ko lumabas si Enrile dyan. Siguro sa episode 6. Puta yung caption ko, Enrile of Galilee.
May meme na lumabas no? Nandun si Enrile sa
parang daming memes. Alam mo,
pero pare, grabe, no? Nagka-COVID pala yung entire family nila Enrile, no? And they all survived.
Because of ivermectin?
Sabi niya, ivermectin.
Hindi ko alam, ha? One of our friends, anak ni Barbs, si Gigs, diba? Si Gigs, was talking about ivermectin once upon a time.
Okay.
But my doctor friends say, if my belief personally is it's more of a placebo effect. If it doesn't harm you, then why not? Diba? Kasi Enrile's taking it. He's like the image model for ivermectin, and freaking Enrile's immortal. Tignan mo, household niya, nagkaroon ng COVID, siya, wala. Diba? Hindi ko lang si Enrile. Enrile is, by the way, Senator Enrile is 96.
Yes, kaya nga nung nagsabi siyang survive siya dahil ivermectin. Grabe, no?
So that's what he said. Holy shit.
Nagka-COVID sila and ivermectin ginamit ang buong family. Hanip na immortal influencer to
Ay, ba talaga si Enrile, pare? Susunod yan, yan? Hanap siya ng mga gamot na pang-ibon at saka pang Naglipad ako, para ako si Falcon.
Galing nga Dapat kung meron tayong mga interviewin, dapat yan.
Si Enrile. Kasi Enrile. Bakit hindi na tayo mag-ito, magsasalita lang siya di ba?
Oo.
Ikwento niya, alam mo yan, nung nakilala ko si Jose Rizal, tinuro ako mag-fencing, di ba? Yung mga joke din. Si Apolinario Mabili, nakita ko yan, estudyante ko yan.
Dapat may show na siya, the Enrile show, di ba?
Diba? Parang parang Somewhere in Time, para siya si Christopher Reeve. Lahat ng historical figures nakikilala ko yan, di ba?
Oo. Siguro nga magano tayo, Spanks. Interview tayo mga political Pero more lifestyle ang tanong natin.
Tayo ka, awayin ko yung mga yan, pare. Sorry, awayin ko sila.
Guest list mo.
At one point, you're full of shit. Diba? Sa lahat. Bullshit kayo. Then, nag-post na ako nung isang araw, sabi ko, there's a little poster that's going around. Do you think nurses should have a higher salary than politicians? Ay, why the hell not? Most of the politicians are rich anyway, di ba? Di donate nga na sa nurses yung sweldo yun. Papakahirap yung nurses, di ba? You know, this is the number one question I ask my friends. Kasi I have so many friends who are in the front lines, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
And the most difficult thing really is the PPE. Parang hirap ng PPE. Para ka naka-sauna suit Di ba?
Yes.
And pinapawisan ka, wala kang ventilation. Then you're wearing 3 layers basically. Most hospitals don't really have beautiful air conditioning, di ba? Mm-hmm. And what they do is they eat sparingly and they drink sparingly para hindi ka kailangan mag-CR lalo sa mga female healthcare workers. Kasi ang hirap Tatanggalin mo lahat. It's very difficult. So I would ask all the politicians, punyeta di magano kayo, magpag-PPE kaya kayo. Tignan nyo, di ba? And just shut up, Yung mga naghaharas kay Patreng, mag-PPE kayo. Parang anong ambag? Ako yun na yung favorite kong hashtag yun. Anong ambag mo? Di ba?
Anong ambag ka? Diba? Dapat may ambag ka naman talaga.
Yes. Hindi ko na sinasabing mag-frontliner ka kung di mo kaya, hindi mo kailangan. Kung wala kang kakayahan, di ba? Sabi nga magbigay ayon sa kakayahan. Kung anong kaya mong ambag, yun ang iambag.
Tama. Galing.
Diba? Yun tayo ngayon. Diba?
Alright.
Diba, ang ambag ko lang pare, mag-order sa mga restaurant kasi yun ang tulong ko na dudulot sa kanila. Okay na rin.
Oo, and promoting them, no? Especially the mga hotels, no? Mga hotel restaurants also, di ba?
Yeah, I gave you a list actually. And dami kasi napansin ko yan the past since last month, nag-iisip tayo. Talagang kasi hotel restaurants are fine dining restaurants. The most beautiful restaurants are the hotel restaurants. They were never built for takeout. Right? Because the hotel restaurants are that's the 5-star dining experience. So ka-elegante, may tablecloth, nakasuit yung waiter, malamig yung air conditioner, masarap yung wine, masarap yung kain, you've got silverware, you've got beautiful plating. They're not built for that. But now, hindi naman nakakaya sabihin kasi tayo kapit sa patalim ngayon, di ba? But kaya nga sabi ko, let's support the restaurants, especially ngayon yung pag-uusapan natin, hotel restaurants.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So maybe let's start with your list and then I'll share my list also.
Sige, go.
So we'll share, you run through your list. So we'll look into...
whatever you want to show first na lang.
Okay, yan.
Ang ganda talaga ng view natin parang... Ayan. This is Holiday Inn.
Okay.
Sa Glorieta. And for those who may not have heard of this, remember the signature dessert of the Intercon Manila?
Mm-hmm.
Right? The buffet at Jeepney was the crepe samurai. Right?
Yeah. So ito yun.
And, ito yun.
Same
kasi ang nagmana ng crepe samurai recipe mula sa Intercontinental Hotel ay ang Holiday Inn, which are both Ayala properties.
Wow.
So it's the exact same crepe samurai you knew and loved from childhood at the Intercon, their signature dessert, and it tastes exactly the same. But now you can take and you can take it home, and I love this because this is something that makes sense that you take home. Diba? You have delivered. So that you can find that sa Facebook page ng Holiday Inn in Sweets Makati.
Okay.
Crepe samurai. That's really good. Ako yan, ang dessert ko palagi doon sa flavors.
Yeah, mag-order nga ako niyan. Okay.
So,
Ito.
move down. Sino ba to? Can you move down?
Hindi, ito, pictures lang. Baka Holiday Inn din to. Ay, hindi, Diamond Hotel.
I sent it to you.
Oo.
Wait.
Ito yung katabi ng outdoor dining.
Wait, let me I have it in my notes. That picture, the second picture.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that? Oh, that's Edsa Shang.
Edsa Shang to, outdoor.
Edsa Shang, move to the second picture, yung parang yung flat lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yan ang Edsa Shang ngayon, meron silang Project Feast. So, obviously, what's your favorite restaurant in Edsa Shang? So it's got to be Heat.
Heat.
So, diba? So, yung mga favorite sa Heat. China. Tapos sa Shang Palace. Wait, Summer Palace.
Summer Palace.
Summer Palace. You can order your dim sum favorites or Chinese cuisine favorites from Shang Palace, and a lot of their specialties from Heat, and of course their bake shop as well. So it's called Project Feast and Gourmet on the Move. So again, support your hotels as well as supporting your restaurant. So you can it's so easy to find out. All of these hotels now, you go to their Facebook pages, there's a link to their online portal where you can actually order very easily. So those are the first. So that's Holiday Inn, Platters to Go, and Edsa Shang. That's your Project Feast and Gourmet on the Move.
Ito,
and this one is, ito sa Diamond Hotel, naglabas sila ng glazing box for Mother's Day talaga.
Yun. Perfect
diba?
for,
Yan, nakatoka na sila for Mother's Day. And, one of the things I miss most is the bake shop of Diamond Hotel. Di ba yung ganito kalaki yung Ensaymada? Tapos may movies. Yeah. So they really have a good patisserie. And they really have good, excellent chocolates. And as you can see here, macarons, all of these things, homemade chocolates. Sayang nga, walang ice cream. But, I love their homemade ice cream there in Diamond. So again, go to Diamond Hotel Philippines. That's their Facebook page. And all you have to do is ask about, and look there, everything's there.
Okay. Ito.
The next one is, that's, yeah. That's Chef Louis Campo sa Tapinad. So you can order your favorites from Tapinad. Actually, siguro, alam mo, number one hotel pizza for me is dito sa Tapinad. And before the pandemic, they even had promos for their pizzas. And even if you go there, I had a meeting with Carmina a couple of weeks ago. Nagkaroon kami ng Zoom for the Discovery Group. And ang lakas ng benta ng pizzas nila.
Talaga? That's good.
Mura Alam mo, mura Hindi siya yung mababuto sa wallet mo. And really quality pizzas. But more than that, Chef Luis Campo, naglabas siya ng ito, mga paele, mga bago yung mga paele nila. And then, naglabas na sila mga gourmet burgers. So,
sarap ng
burger. Burger sila. So, and of course, Louis is one of the best young chefs out there. I don't know how young Louis is. Louis Campo, if you have friends watching or listening to us, just don't reveal your age. But, he looks young. So, congratulations, Louis.
Sarap yan. Okay. Next.
Yeah, so all you have to go to the Marco Polo. Kailan Ito yung one of their famous cakes. And Marco Polo has, they get awarded as Forbes awardee for top restaurant.
Every year. Almost
every year. And for good reason. And, I miss Marco Polo kasi hindi lang yung masarap yung pagkain at napakaganda ng hotel. Yung view. Diba? They have a bar called View, Victor Uniform Echo. And when you go there at dusk at sunset, and you just watch the sunset from either side, you can watch Antipolo side kasi didilim. It turns violet and then gray and all black. Then you see all the lights twinkling. Or you can face the Manila Bay side. And you can enjoy both views from Marco Polo Ortigas. And now they're coming out with this also. So they have a lot of... So again, just go to their page on Facebook and ang pangalan sa Marco Polo, Flavors to Go. So most of your favorites are there. And we're emphasizing this for Diamond Hotel, for Edsa Shang, for Holiday Inn Marco Polo. Kasi malapit mag Mother's Day, di ba? And
maraming empleyado yan.
Oo. Yung Mother's Day kasi, di ba, doon natin dadali yung mga mami natin, di ba? 5-star. But we can't go out, you know. If your moms can't go out, especially if they're seniors, then if they can't go to their favorite hotel restaurants, they'll bring the hotel food to them. And look at the packaging. Ganda naman, di ba?
Ano ba to? Hot box?
That's from Marriott. Manho.
So, it gets delivered na umuusok? Ganyan talaga? Hot box?
Pwede mong, hindi, I think yung design sa box yun. Si Mitch na naglagay ng usok dyan. Ay, Mitch Garcia. Si Mitch. Siguro pag si Mitch yung nagpapak, umuusok kasi hot si Mitch. Ayan, Mitch. But, go to the Marriott page now. And they have a beautiful, parang yung video nila nakakaiyak kasi it's in black and white.
Yes.
I showed it to you, di ba? So Mitch has this video with Mitch Garcia. And you see it. Can we show it to them? It's very affecting. Di ba? Nakakahugot talaga. Lakas ang hugot ng Marriott video.
Galing nung, ano ba to? Sige. We'll play this video, no? So,
sabi ni Barbie at the Gigs, ivermectin forever.
Yung bang inaano nila, tinitira nila.
Ano sila loyal sa ivermectin. Good. If it makes you healthy, go.
Oo, di ba? Yan, wait. Ito, we'll share this video. Okay. Alright, we'll share the video of... So, ano tong video yung papanoorin natin, Spanks?
The black and white video. That's from the...
Let's play.
High-tech tayo.
Restaurants have always been there for you. A place to celebrate milestones. A place to hang in. Or just when you're tired and needed a quick break. No matter where you come from, no matter what time of the day, they are always there, ready to share the best, the worst, or the most bittersweet moments of your life. Though their doors may be closed, the kitchen is full, safely preparing the warm meals that you've missed. Because you are more than just a guest. You are part of the family. Now it's your turn to be there for them. While our doors may be closed, we are open for delivery.
Yun.
Diba?
Oo.
That's beautiful. Mitch and the Mario team, God, I love that video, diba? While our doors may be closed. And you guys have been closed for a long time, and I can't wait to go back sa Manho. And what's the famous steak restaurant in Marriott, Anton?
Crew. The Crew.
Oh, diba? Crew. Oh my God.
Crew restaurant.
Ano ba, sa Crew, may maganda akong memories yun eh.
Anong memories mo?
Nagpatulong pa kay Mitch. Mitch, may the-date ako dapat sobrang And she gave
Kilala
the best.
Kilala ko ba yan?
Hindi mo kilala. So, she just gave me this beautiful corner table which has a little bit of, it's like a tiny booth, right? And you can really get, hindi naman intimate, but close to your date. And it's a very romantic and dark restaurant kasi paggabi yung cool. Siguro among the steak restaurants sa hotel, pinaka-romantic yan. Kasi madilim eh. Okay, wala na. Gusto ko na yung hilig ako sa madilim. Maganda lang, romantic.
Maganda lang. Okay. Sigurado. Game. Tapusin natin yung list mo. And then...
you know what?
Ito pa. Mabilis lang.
Hindi pa. Mamaya pa. Siguro move down muna. Hindi hotel. Later pa yan. Mamaya na.
Mamaya na. Okay.
I just remembered the one more thing. Conrad Hotel, one of my favorites as well. Ang favorite restaurant ko sa Conrad, China Blue by Jeremy Lung.
Mhm.
Diba? So even that, it's a very, for me, it's one of those beautiful Chinese restaurants. Kasi hindi lang ang ganda ng plating, hindi lang ganda ng surroundings, pagsilip mo sa labas. The unimpeachable, the incomparable Manila Bay View, sunset view. That's China Blue by Jeremy Lung. And they have one of the best sweet and sour pork. Funny nga, di ba? Nandun ako sa sobrang gandang restaurant, pero parang pinaka-the best na sweet and sour pork, China Blue, ni Jeremy Lung. And I hope, I'm not sure, I haven't been able to ask if that's part of their menu, but I hope it is. That's really good. That's really, really, ang may favorite ko dyan, si Tales from the Tommy, si Richard.
Mhm.
Diba si Richard, pare, napaka-harsh niyan, pare. Number one food, yan, si Richard, food critic talaga yan. Kasi yung panlasa ni Richard, tsaka yung depth of experience na Irene.
Oo.
And he doesn't take, pag sabi niya hindi masarap talaga, di ba?
Masarap,
Pero,
diba?
ngunit kumain sa China, pare, tuwan-tuwa si Richard ko, si Mr. Harsh, si Tales from the Tommy. And it helps to have someone eating like that. Kasi you're not an expert in everything, but to have someone to give a very honest opinion, and when someone like Tales from the Tommy says it's really, really good, you better give yourself a pat on the back because it means it's really, really good.
Oo. Yes.
So, global yung si Tales from the Tommy, di ba?
Mhm.
Ngayon, hindi nakakalabas. Ang napupunta lang ni Richard, pare, SNR.
SNR? Bakit?
Oh. Yun yung exercise niya. Siguro may vitamin D doon. Alam mo na, may joke pala ako, pare. Di ba yung vitamin D, araw yan?
Oo.
Next time, pag gusto mo pa-test kung mataas ang level ng vitamin, tignan mo lang gaano kaitim. Diba? If you've got a nice tan,
Nice tan,
at least
diba?
have enough vitamin D.
Oo. Ikaw, nakakalabas-labas ka ba?
No, that's what I do. At yung Facebook ko, yung profile picture ko, sa Sampayan yan. Look at my Facebook, for those watching, my Facebook picture, my profile picture is in the Sampayan. Kaya may yero. May yero talaga sa likod ko. But that's where I have my coffee in the mornings. Para may akong vitamin D. I'm a firm believer in vitamin D.
Oo,
Doon.
correct. Pero yung latest na taste ko sa hotel restaurant, yung burgers talaga ng masarap eh. Pakita ko sa
Primea or sa
tingnan natin. Pakita ko sa iyo.
May pinost ka lately.
Oo, yes. Yan sobrang sarap ng mga burgers nila. Juicy sa Tapinad.
Oh, wow.
Discovery Premier. Ang ganda. Okay yung mga burgers nila eh. Even the simple cheeseburger nga eh.
You know what? Yeah, alam mo yung gusto ko sa kanila, parang tinapay. I was telling Chef Louis this Tapos meron silang special sauce. May ginawang special sauce si Luis.
Oo, I think nga yung sauce nga yun eh. I think yung sauce. Masarap yung mga sauce. Tsaka they do pies. They do pies. Recently ito parang Manhattan milk pie. Pero parang crack pie kasi ito eh. Sobrang sarap nito. So, umaabot yan ng Laguna. So, kaya something special for, let's say,
crack pie, bro.
Pero ang title nila Manhattan Milk Pie. Sabi ko, bakit Manhattan Milk Pie?
That's basically what they're saying, di ba? Parang mamufuku without, parang wala kang trademark issues.
Ganun ba yun?
Para hindi kayo nililig Christina Tosi sabihin, I can't call that a crack pie. Diba? Tama yun. Yeah. That's very smart. You call it a Manhattan milk pie, you're communicating exactly what it is. And you're not saying crack pie. Diba? Parang yan. Yung kay Dominic Ansel nung gumawa siyang cronut. Diba? Then there were a bunch of Filipino bakeries and chefs who started offering cronut. He would email them. Excuse me, I have a trademark global for cronut. So ginawa So anong ginawa ng Pilipino? Hindi nila ginamit yung cronut, sinabi na not crow. Masyadong mga Pilipino.
Oo, yes.
Si Meg, say hello to Meg. Meg Santa Ines Hernandez, and thanks for supporting the industry. Yes, of course, we are going to support the hotel industry all the way. Can't wait to go back, right? Alam mo, isa ko pa nadaanan yung Grand Hyatt. Puta, nalungkot din ako. Kasi shortcut yun eh. Di ba, pag galing Ortigas, ang shortcut ko papunta sa PGC, hindi ako dadaan ng McKinley, hindi ako dadaan ng Buendia. Ikot ako, bababa ang Guadalupe, di ba, from EDSA. Tapos may maliit na kalye doon, lulusot ka, tapos bigla na lang Grand Hyatt na. Di ba? And I see, Grand Hyatt is for me, the grandest structure among all the hotels, di ba? Pinakamataas. And to see it standing like a monolith there, and you know that there's so much potential, so much happiness, and so much joy to be had inside. And now we're going on 14 months already. It's been so quiet. So I'm really praying matapos na to, di ba? I want to go back to our normal life and give. Imagine how many people work in Grand Hyatt. Imagine how many people work in EDSA Siang, in Makati Siang. All of these hotels, they're tens of thousands.
Yes.
They're not.
Yeah, and at least there are recently meron yung World Travel and Tourism Council. They awarded mga safe stamp. Parang it's a seal na it's safe to go here. There are a few hotels, no? Congratulations to some of them. So I'll share the quick list lang naman to. And kasi these are the when international tourists of course arrives here, yun yung mga hinahanap nilang mga stamp, no? But nasaan ba yan? We'll share it. Anong tawag dito? Yung stamp na to, there's a few hotels who got awarded application window. Yes, ito. So, ay, nawala. Sorry. Dali. Mamaya.
Balik mo na lang. Si Richie kasi humirit si Richie, natawa ako eh.
Anong
pati daw siya na-email ni Dominic Ansel. Bakit? Ano nang siguro yan? Kalokohan na naman yung ginawa to.
Bakit daw? Ano daw ang bakit siya
hintayin natin yung reply. Rich siya na yan. Bakit kayo ni Dominic Ansel? Hindi, si Richie kasi sikat yan, di ba? Yung mga kaibigan niya, sila Adam Richman, Darren, di ba? Yan eh. Global yan si Pickiest Eater. Siguro may ginawang kalokohan sa Corona.
Wait, so ito na yung list. Papakita natin. So, congratulations. So, this is the list for National Capital Region. Aruga by Rockwell, Grand Hyatt Manila, Joy Nostalgia.
Wow!
Soler, and of course, the Peninsula, Manila. So,
Hi, Garch! Hello, Garch!
Congratulations. They got that.
Ano yung award na to? What's this recognition? What's it all about?
World Travel and Tourism safe travel stamp. So well, I guess this is more relevant for international tourists, no? But I guess for local also, na it's a stamp na it's safe to go there. They follow really strict global standards, ganun. So it's good.
So si Garch, Soler, Joy Nostalgia. So cool.
Ano man naman, initial list naman yan, initial list. So, that's at least the initial list of awardees of hotels. So, it's good to
so maganda si Richie.
Ano daw?
Si Richie daw wrote about the Krispy Kreme cronut. And Krispy Kreme spelled their cronut Kronut. Si Richie nung ginawa. Siguro he blogged about it. Ayan. Sabi niya, global si Richie eh. Nasa search engine siya ng mga ng mga crawlers ng mga Dominic Ansel. So yan, napagalitan siya ni Dominic Ansel.
Napagalitan siya.
Cease and desist. Stop calling these things cronuts. There's only one cronut. I would like a cronut though. I haven't had a cronut in a long time. Kailan ka last nag-cronut pala? Naalala mo yun, Ton? Diba? For a while, every bake shop, every hotel had their version of a cronut. And then they had so many names, you know, so you don't have to use the word cronut. Ang pinakagusto ko, ano? Hindi ko na sasabihin kung sinong gumawa nito. Pumunta ako doon sa isang favorite bake shop ko. They had a cronut, literally. It looks like a cronut, feels like a cronut. Things like, you know what they call it? A dusant. They just changed the syllables, the dusant. Sabi ko, isang dusant yun. Pero masarap, ha? Naalala ko yun kasi yung dusant, matcha flavor, parang sarap. So good. I would love to have cronuts again. Hindi ko alam sino gumagawa ulit ngayon. Meron ba? Hanap nga tayo. O, Hotel Friends.
Ginagawa pa ni Wildflower. Tsaka...
meron siya, no. Wildflower has, but Wildflower probably doesn't call theirs a cronut. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Probably not.
Yeah, I would, I'll ask Ana. Sabi ko, Ana, ano ba yan? Gusto ko, kasi yung Wildflower, naglabas ng burgers, ha? Masarap din, ha?
Naglabas silang burgers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're, kasi the lowest resistance you can have for food or what everyone really likes, burgers.
Tsaka
diba?
pizza.
So, tsaka pizza. Yung dalawa, di ba? Ay, kahapon, tinignan ko yung di ba, ako pare, champion ako ng K-chicken burger. Kahapon, kumain ako ng K-beef, okay lang. Kasi natin ko rin yung K-beef nila, it's the same, sa squid egg bun, and the bun is really good kasi manambot But it's the regular burger, walang extra spices. But McDonald's burgers are not known as super tasty burgers, di ba? Kasi America's low salt, di ba? Char grilled. Yung burger nila is basically the patty is the same taste as my favorite quarter pounder. But the quarter pounder kasi may sariling lasa yun kasi may cheese, may relish, di ba? May sauce. Ito, imbes na yung maraming condiments, ang nakalagay, there's an egg. Tapos yung Korean sauce. So medyo nabitin ako sa lasa kasi gusto ko yung lasa. Parang kapampangan ako Gusto ko lasa yung exage.
Umami.
Oo. Yung K-chicken, natikman mo na ba? You have to try the K-chicken. What you do, you buy one K-chicken, you want buy K-beef. Tell me si Richie, ganun din ginawa Si Richie, mas gusto niya yung K-beef. Diba? But sabi nga ni Richie sa akin, ganyan dapat. You give an honest review and tell people, give an intelligent comparison. Huwag yung sasabihin na, hindi ko tayo gusto. Hindi ko gusto yung balot. That's stupid. Diba? Give an honest, objective review. Maraming ganun kasi.
Marami nga. Oo.
Diba? Kung gusto niyo po maging food writer, dalawa yun Kumain ka ng marami para yung you can get a good comparison. Diba? You know the taste. Hindi ko sinasabi mahal Kumain ka ng marami para alam yung ako yung taste memory ko. Burger Machine. Diba? Up to now, you tell me about the Burger Machine. Bakit ko naalala yung Burger Machine? Kasi may coleslaw yung burger
Oo nga. Kamusta ba?
Diba?
Wala yan. Andiyan pa siguro yan, no? I mean, it's a street thing. So,
di ko na alam. But I used to love Burger Machine. Diba? Alam mo yung unang-una kong commercial, Burger Machine.
Talaga? Aba.
Oh, yeah.
Dapat may video ka pa niya. Tapos i-share natin pag nag-mention kang ganyan.
You know, it's somewhere in the production house. Hindi naman nila tinatapos. Pero gano'ng kaluma na yun. Umatic pa yung tape na yun. Alam mo sino kasama ko sino nakilala ko sa shoot na yun?
Sino?
Yung, kilala mo si Chef Ivan, diba, ng Broadside? The better half of Ivan, her name is Rosie, who used to be the marketing head of Broadside. So she was one of the models of Burger Machine. And her mom. So that's why, again, don't make the mistake that you think porke mahal, masarap. Or porke mura, hindi masarap. Diba? At the end of the day, it's all subjective. Pero dapat alam mo yung dapat may taste memory ka kung ano masarap, di ba? Hindi na pwedeng lasang toyo masarap sa'yo. Dala-dala ka sa Mars. Di ba? Hindi pwedeng dahil dumating sa'yo medyo na pisa yung burger, hindi na masarap. Hello.
Burger Machine. Nung sa Don Bosco kami, yan ang namin burger na sa tapat ng Don Bosco.
But you remember, Burger Machine had 3 top items. The burger, di ba? Which had coleslaw. The Sans Rival.
Yes, the Sans Rival.
Right? And the most expensive item on the menu, the roast beef. Yung durug-durug na roast beef.
Oo nga. Wala bang delivery ang ano? Ano nangyari dyan?
Alam mo, it's a good brand with a lot of equity. Sana buhayin nila.
Oo, parang na-meet ko yung
ang lakas niyan.
Next generation eh. Pero napabayaan kasi, di ba? Pero I think may core outlets pa din eh, remaining. And so, yeah, tingnan natin ano nangyari.
It's a brand that should be resurrected. For me, kasi ang lakas eh. Yung Gen X tayo, sus Mariosep. Ako paglasing dati anong pinupuntahan ko lang? Gouda at saka Burger Machine. Para sa 4 ng umaga.
Gouda, no?
Sumisigaw yung vodka at saka gin sa'yo. Nakain ko sa Burger Machine. I know. Good times.
Alright. O, sige.
Wait, do you still have a hotel list? Okay na?
Okay na. I mean, napag-usapan na naman natin. Those are the hotels na we really wanted to support. Especially, ako, there are some hotels nga na in Boracay, ganyan. U Hotel and Discovery. A lot of restaurants and hotel industry in the destinations needs a lot of support also. Kasi nga, they employ a lot of employees. All these hotels. And yung mga recent friend nga namin from sa mga hotel, hindi nila alam, di ba, what will happen. Tama ka, depende sa May 1 kung ano mangyari sa May 1 decision. I guess the entire May, what happens. Especially May is summer, di ba? Yeah. Parang May is summer for
well, just to stress our point, I think for the next couple of weeks, Anton and I will talk about Mother's Day kasi we will give you, like the other pictures I gave you, next week na natin pag-usapan.
Next na natin,
But we can say that for next week kasi we have 2 more weekends before Mother's Day. But we want to give you a list already for all your options. Kasi although I am encouraging everyone to support restaurants, I would not force you to go if you're not confident, if you don't feel safe. Di ba? Mm-hmm. Nung isang araw, pinuntang ko yung kaibigan ko sa si Kuya Jose. May magandang kwento ni Kuya Jose. Si Kuya Jose was one of the top waiters of Hard Rock Cafe. The first Hard Rock sa Glorieta.
Mm-hmm.
Then siya yung pinakasikat na waiter doon. Then masipag, nakapagpundar. Eventually, he put up a business in late 2019, yung CC Wide Sheet. Kumuha siya ng franchise talaga sa Korea. And it's really, for me, my favorite Korean samgyeopsal restaurant. Pinakamasarap talaga for me eh. And I eat a lot of in samgyeopsal restaurant. But malinis, maganda yung service, masarap yung kimchi, masarap yung ihaw. And he's having a hard time right now. I mean, imagine samgyeopsal restaurants, di ba? Mm-hmm. By their very nature, wala silang outdoor dining kasi wala yung parang chimney, di ba?
Oo. Yes.
Tapos sinasabi ng landlords, hindi mo pwedeng labas yung butane. Cannot be, di ba? So, it's really very tough times for the samgyeopsal restaurants. So I went there, sabi ko, meron ka bang outdoor dining? Meron, di ba? So, kumain lang ako, of course. Wala kaming linuto, di ba? Nag-order a la carte lang. But just to say, we're here for you, we're supporting you, socially distanced, di ba? Mahirap talaga. And if you have friends in the restaurant industry, hotel industry, yung napaka-importante na kamustahin niyo lang sila, mag-hello, and if you can possibly order, kasi ang laking tulong eh. Laking tulong talaga. Most of our hotel friends, dude, they're only working 3 days a week. If at best, no? And it's really very difficult. And everyone is hurting. Everyone is hurting. Mahirap talaga lahat yun. So, yun na nga. Yun na nga, yung ending natin. Anong ambag mo? Kung wala kang ibang pagkakataon makatulong, ito yung magandang pagkakataon. Nabusog ka pa, nasiyahan ka pa, natuwa pa yung mga kaibigan mo. Di ba?
Oo. Especially for the summer celebrations, di ba?
Yeah. Birthdays, Mother's Day. When is Father's Day? June, di ba?
June pa. But the biggest celebration is Mother's Day talaga. After Valentine's is Mother's Day.
Yeah,
So,
because in many restaurants, I think in the whole restaurant industry, ang top sales mo for the year, you can literally earn a month's worth of sales during Mother's Day. And that's
Mother's
been gone for a long time, di ba? So yun, start, to everyone watching, start thinking about it, give your mom a treat now. If she can't go out, bring the 5-star experience to her. And I can assure you, parang sa video nga na Marriott, our doors may be closed, but our kitchen is in full swing. Under the strictest protocols, the safest experiences you can get from the hotel. So yeah.
Yeah. At saka, I think just to add to that note, no, now's the time to really, let's really pay tribute kasi you don't know what happens next, no? We have a lot
Yeah.
of really know if what will happen next. And the best thing talaga is to appreciate them now. And ang maganda ngayon, marami ng yung online. Kasi di ba na mga moms and mga moms natin dati, hirapan sila mag-Zoom. Ngayon, marunong na sila mag-Zoom. And you can really do a celebration virtually, supporting the restaurants, and then not only just eating, maybe really do a paying tribute to your parents, particularly the moms, the moms out there. So yun. Lapit na.
Lapit na. Mother's Day, everyone, is on May 9, correct? May 9. Malapit na pala. Holy shit, so near. 2 weeks na lang pala.
Yeah. Siguro next week, usapan natin yung mga home,
next week, ang pag-usapan natin yung mga home delivery naman, yung mga small players, diba, the other restaurants. So, if you have anything that you'd like us to talk about, and walang niha-niho, we're here to help you promote your business, diba? So, just tell us, CPM nyo kami ni Anton kung may gusto kayo. But ang kailangan na natin yung maganda yung delivery, good for 4 people. Hindi ko sasabihin good for 10 people kasi ayoko ng maraming taong assembly, di ba? Good for 5 people, di ba? It's safe. If you can assure us of that, we'll be happy to talk about you guys next week.
Yes. And we'll support you all the way, no? So, yan rin naman ang ambag namin to all the hospitality industry. Just let us know. We'll help you guys out.
Yeah, absolutely. All the way. All the way. Lalo din yung magandang gumagawa ng yung sexy na gumagawa ng chocolate chip cookies. You have my full support. You have my full support.
Interviewin natin next time?
Pwede. Pwede ko. Ay, wag. I don't wanna, we're still fine-tuning the cookies.
Okay. Sige. Once na available na.
Pag kami na.
So, dati cake. Ngayon naman, cookie. Cookie mama.
Cookie. Hot mama. Hot cookie mama.
Hot cookie.
Yeah, and yun, pati yan kung meron kayong gustong kwento tungkol sa mga baked products. Kasi, di ba, that's what we give to moms, that we give them cakes, we give them cookies, croissants, macarons. Kung meron kayong gustong pakwento sa amin, sure, we'll be happy to talk about it. And for those of you who are planning as early as now, guys, magbenta na kayo. 2 weeks to go to Mother's Day. If you're going to market to the public, now is the time to market. Start marketing by tomorrow. Say, this is for Mother's Day. Mauna na kayo, okay, mahuli sa balita.
Correct. And thank you for all those watching with us. Alam ko medyo mahaba yung stream namin, but we just wanted to really share our conversation. We're doing this every Saturday, 8 p.m. at the Manila Podcast with Anton and Spanky. Thank you.
Hindi tayo ako sa schedule, pare. So, hindi na ako gagawin lakad tuwing Sabado.
Oo, wag ka nang gumawa ng lakad.
Wala naman ang pupuntahan. Wala akong pupuntahan.
Ito na lakad natin.
Next week pala. Wait, we should drink next week. Let's
Maring Dedet.
Ay nako, si Maring Dedet, ano yun talaga? VIP. Tumarating late na.
Si Maring Dedet.
Kasi yung darating late, di ba? Parang all of you wait for me. Oh, hi Dedet.
Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in. See you next Saturday, 8 p.m. the Manila Podcast with Anton and
Yes.
Spanky.
Good to see you, brother. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
And thank you everyone
Bye-bye.
for watching and listening. Hi, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Richie, good night. Chef Ed, good night.